I'm worried about the climate change because I'm afraid the future generations are going to have more obstacles that they need to overcome in order to survive.
Well, according to NASA, climate change is defined as a change in the typical or average weather of a region or city. This could be a change in a region's average annual rainfall, for example, or it could be a change in a city's average temperature for a given month or season.
Although many confuse climate change with global warming is actually one of the main factors involved in climate change.
Global warming is defined as the warming of the Earth's surface and air caused by an increase of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The main cause of the increase in carbon dioxide is actually caused by humans. For example, the use of automobiles, factories, or deforestation are only some of the human contributing factors to global warming.
The U.S. government has put in place many laws and regulations to bring down the levels of carbon dioxide and other contributing factors. The Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Transportation issued a joint rulemaking that set greenhouse gas emissions and fuel economy standards for the largest source of greenhouse gases from transportation, which includes cars, light trucks, and heavy-duty trucks.
The U.S. government has taken action by creating several programs and acts to help control the amount of gases put into our atmosphere. One of the programs is the Renewable Fuel Standard. This program was created by Congress in 2005 under the Energy Policy Act of 2005 and expanded under the Energy Independence and Security Act of 2007. The main goal of this program is to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases emissions.
After another, we're keeping our promises and putting power back into the hands of the people. First, today's Energy Independence Action calls for an immediate reevaluation of the so-called Clean Power Plan. Perhaps
While our country over the past several years has made some effort to combat climate change, over the past year our country has made some
Perhaps
decisions
no
that seem to
single
be slowing our
regulation
efforts.
threatens our
In March of
miners, energy
2017,
workers, and companies
President Trump
more
signed an
than
executive
this
order entrusting
crushing
the
attack
Environmental Protection Agency
on American
to roll
industry.
back and reevaluate the
Second,
Clean
we are
Power Plan,
lifting
which
the
was
ban
created by
on
the
federal
Obama administration
leasing
in
for coal
2015.
production. Third, we are lifting job-killing restrictions on the production of oil, natural gas, clean coal, and shale energy. And finally, we are returning power to the states where that power belongs.
The Clean Power Plan was created to limit the amount of carbon emissions from power plants and require the states to cut down on their overall emissions. President Trump's decision to revise the plan was based on the economic well-being of the U.S., especially with jobs in the coal industry. 3 months later, President Trump announced that the U.S. would withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
In order to fulfill my solemn duty to protect America and its citizens, the United States will withdraw from the Paris Climate Accord.
The accord was created to bind the world together and combat rising temperatures. Under the accord, the U.S. pledged to cut carbon dioxide emissions 28% below 2005 levels by 2025 and provide up to $3 billion in aid for poorer countries by 2020. Trump's decision to back out of this global effort was due to the fact that it would threaten the American economy and sovereignty. If the government continues to take little to no action on climate, are they really staying true to the preamble of our Constitution? In the preamble, it states that we should promote the general welfare. If this is true, then why is the government not putting forth a lot of effort to ensure the safety and health of the American people?
Climate change has been proven to negatively affect the health and the living environments. If the government wants to truly promote the general welfare and ensure the safety and health, they need to make more effort to combat climate change in the future.
Overall, the U.S. has made some positive efforts towards stopping climate change over the past several years, but within the past 2 years, not much has been put forth to stop climate change. Since the U.S. government has recently made very little efforts, we tend to frequently ask, is the government doing enough to slow down and stop the efforts of climate change? As much as we want a quick, straightforward answer, there is none. We may never know if our government is doing enough right now. All we can do as American citizens is to continue to encourage and support our American officials to create more acts and programs in the future to combat climate change.